No, Chair, after listening to the interview of this candidate, I tip off that she's actually a candidate for President Zuma, and that Zuma prefers her over others. And I couldn't, um, through how she presented herself, even buy into that argument. But I also had to immediately remember that Zuma is going at some point. And therefore, we couldn't be all the time we're supposed to make decisions. Make decisions as if Zuma is a permanent president of this country. So she's going to be a president beyond Zuma's term. I mean, she's going to be a public protector beyond Zuma's term of office. So even if she was Zuma's preferred candidate, he will not be there at some point. But also that we're appointing her to an institution, a well-established institution, which has got rules and established practices and independent investigators. And if she tries any shenanigans, the institution itself will expose her for who she is. And that's what makes me to be comfortable to recommend her that she gets appointed. I know many things were said about Chief Justice before he became Chief Justice and how he's so close to the president and all those type of politics. And today he came out to be one of the best. And it looks like today when people want to reject you, they just say, no, Zuma this, Zuma that, and then we run like you've got leprosy. Even when you have performed well in an interview. I think just Honorable Bongo put her under huge pressure, and I thought she was going to break and become emotional and all that, because I was interested to see how she's going to come back on those things. And she came back nicely, in a cool-headed manner, clarified. And that's what you need. You need people who, even when put under a difficult situation, they still manage to rise above and provide leadership. If anything, she's very close to what we have today in Honorable Thuli Madonsela. So wherever she is, if she's indeed very close to President Zuma, please run away from those things and concentrate on office of the public protector and serve our people, because I agree that we must recommend it. Thank you.
Okay. Advocate Mkhwebane, we had those that were, in fact, almost every day you had a lot to say that's positive about her. But for those that felt that we shouldn't consider her, are they persuaded to consider her? Okay, the DA is not persuaded.
No, I'm not voting, I'm stating our position. Thank you.
No, he's not voting.
Now we're voting, Chair.
Hang on a second.
Now we're voting. Those who are not voting must keep quiet.
We must start
Including me,
with you.
yes.
We must start
But I
with
was
you.
checking, yes.
But we must start with you. Okay. Breitenbach or Van Dam, one of you, okay? Honorable Breitenbach?
We're reserving our position on this candidate.
They are reserving. I don't want to subject this process to a vote. To me, it's very clear that all the parties are in agreement with Advocate Mkhwebane is that, okay, except for the DA, and I think we will have to capture that as such. Okay. Is this the final decision of the committee that Advocate Mkhwebane is the name that we are going to table to the National Assembly to be voted for by the National Assembly? And members, I must also remind you, this position requires 60% of the members of the National Assembly, which means that it requires 240 members, and the ANC has 249. You must be there. Hang on a sec.
You'll never get them all there on the same day.
No, but you know what? Let's be honest. Okay, members. Okay, if that is, yeah, if
Just reflect that we don't. don't agree with that.
No, I accept that. We've noted you. Members, I think, let me just say this, members. I'm not taking your contributions lightly. And I think one has to appreciate that this was not an easy process. And for you to have been able to at least agree to even concede where you thought there were strong arguments against your own favorable candidate, to me, that is a sign of maturity, and I congratulate you for that. And members, except for the DA, we are going to take the report to the House.